Good morning, everyone. This is your host, David John Oates. Welcome to the weekly Reverse Speech Show. I broadcast you live out of London. My last leg of my world tour. Been away for 6 weeks now. Got another week and a bit to go, and then I'm back home again. So there we go. All right, it was a bit of an exciting day in London yesterday. They had the general elections, and I was watching it very closely. And Theresa May from the Tories lost 12 seats, and Labor, under the leadership of Jeremy Corbyn, picked up 36 seats, which he picked up from other parties. So Theresa May went to the Queen this afternoon and is forming a minority government. She has no intentions of resigning, as some people have rumoured. Anyway, I've been watching it off and on all day, getting a little bit of taste of British politics. So what we're going to do today, I did say I was going to do reversals on John Benet Ramsey, but I've decided to put them off until next week. So if all of those of you who are waiting, just wait till next week. I'll cover them then. But what I want to do today is cover British politicians. And I spent a bit of time looking at Corbyn and May. Well, actually, I haven't spent a bit of time doing that. My lady, Naomi, in Canada, has been doing all of that, keeping it all together, and providing me with some fantastic examples. So there you go. So let us move into Jeremy Corbyn, and he is the leader of the Labor Party, who picked up 34 seats. Very, very strong performance. Upset everyone. Well, upset the whole political system. Theresa May was expecting to be a breeze-in, but it didn't exactly turn out that way for her. So, all right, let's look at some reversals on Jeremy Corbyn, and we'll run it forwards first.
I've said we'll protect the rights of EU nationals here, and we want the same for British nationals.
And here he says, can we hear the skull?
Can we hear the skull?
Can we hear the skull? Can we hear the skull?
The skull is the death symbol. Let me just run the forwards again, see if we can get a context on this.
I've said we'll protect the rights of EU nationals here, and we want the same for British nationals. Can we hear the skull?
Can we hear the skull? Can we hear the skull?
Well, I guess it was a bit of a skull because he didn't win. So maybe that's it. Can we hear the skull? Didn't win, but gee, picked up 36 seats. So it wasn't a total skull. So the can we hear the skull is one possible future, I would imagine. Okay, so here we have Jeremy Corbyn again.
I am not a dictator. This represents what you believe. I am not a dictator who writes things to tell people what to do. This is a product of a process in our party.
And this one says, hear the song full of people.
It's one
Huh.
It's one
Okay, well, I guess the song is his manifesto, and that has been written by the Labor Party. Let's just run that again.
I am not a dictator. This represents what you believe. I am not a dictator who writes things to tell people what to do. This is a product of a process in our party.
Right, yes, he's talking about the manifesto and that they've put it out. So here the song full of people is a congruent reversal, just basically saying what's happened in metaphorical terms.
It's one
Yeah, all right. Incidentally, if you want to speak to me during the show today, my calling number is 844-769-2944. That's toll free in the United States, 844-769-2944. Okay, let's move down on Jeremy Corbyn. here's a bit of an interesting metaphor to interpret. So I'll play it for you, and then I'll tell you what it means. I'm Jeremy Corbyn still.
Would you leave Europe without a deal?
We will make sure there's a deal. And you know what? We won't start.
How much of our money are you prepared to give?
We won't start the negotiations.
And here he says, I smell you are wanting a lead.
I smell you are wanting a lead.
I smell you are wanting a lead. I smell you are wanting a lead.
Okay, I snow you. I'm pulling the wool over your eyes. I'm conning you. I want a lead. I want a lead in the polls. I want a lead in the election. So I snow you are wanting a lead. Let's do that again.
I smell you are wanting a lead.
I smell you are wanting a lead. I smell you are wanting a lead.
So there we go. All right. Okay. Here we have another reversal talking about social services.
There will be a higher living wage, as I've outlined, which will, of course, mean that those benefits that are paid for people in work, and indeed the majority of benefits go to people in work.
Now, this is interesting, this one. This one that destroys them within.
Destroys them within. Destroys them within.
Talking about social services. Social services destroy people is basically what he's saying. Let's run that again.
There will be a higher living wage, as I've outlined, which will, of course, mean that those benefits that are paid for people in work, and indeed the majority of benefits go to people in work.
And that destroys them within.
Destroys them within.
Destroys them within.
Interesting. That destroys them within. I guess Social Security can do that. Can be very demoralising, I would imagine. That destroys them within. Okay, here he is, just before a question on nuclear disarmament. So we'll run it forwards first off.
Of party conference decisions and the views put forward by individuals in the shadow cabinet. But this manifesto fundamentally
persuade the cabinet.
And this one says, then fuck the Russians.
Then fuck the Russians.
And then he's asked a question about nuclear disarmament, and this is what is said.
All of your adult life, that there should be nuclear disarmament. You promising this to renewed Trident.
And he's talking about nuclear disarmament. So then fuck the Russians. They are a world superpower. There's many nuclear weapons. So how he's going to achieve nuclear disarmament, I don't know. Fucking the Russians, I guess. Who knows? That toll-free number to call in again, 844-769-2944. 844-769-2944. I'd love to get your calls. Okay, next one along.
That we would have been elected with a mandate to negotiate a tariff-free trade access to the European market, that we will protect European nationals living here.
And this one says, they come, they freeze.
Ich come, nicht freeze.
Wow.
Ich come, nicht freeze. Ich come, nicht freeze.
It could just simply mean they freeze in Britain's weather. Look, it's in the middle of summer here, and I'm freezing. I've got a jumper on, and the windows are all shut. The heater's on in the house, and they call this summer. Wow. I've been in England in their winter. Boy, that is cold, cold, cold country. All right, here's a reversal on the interviewer, a chap by the name of Jeremy Paxton. So here's the forwards.
I'm fighting this election. Reflects your beliefs.
Jeremy, I'm fighting this election.
And here he says, feel a voice help you.
Feel a voice help you.
Feel a voice help you. Feel a voice help you.
Very clear reversal. It appears to be supportive of Jeremy Corbyn. His voice is helping Jeremy Corbyn. So there's some bias there. Here, I'll play it again.
Feel a voice help you.
Feel a voice help you. Feel a voice help you.
Yeah, it's certainly there. All right, next one along. He's also on the interviewer.
I'm just trying to get an answer. Yes, that's all. Yes. You can say yes or no. I haven't changed my mind. Yes, I have changed my mind.
And this reversal says, "Oh, say yes, we see your service."
Oh, say yes, we see your service. Oh, say yes, we see your service. Oh, say yes, we see your service.
Yeah, so another very positive reversal. Two positive reversals in a row, and the interviewer is obviously biased towards Jeremy Corbyn based on those reversals. Okay, next one on Jeremy Corbyn. Here we go.
About the future of this country, but I think at the moment we should mourn those that have died.
And here he says, remember to get therapy.
Remember to get therapy. Remember to get therapy. Remember to get therapy.
He's talking about those who died. I'm not too sure. Let's run the forwards again.
About the future of this country, but I think at the moment we should mourn those that have died.
We should mourn those who have died. Oh, yeah. Remember to get therapy. Get help for your grieving process.
Remember to get therapy. Remember to get therapy. Remember to get therapy.
Yep, there we go. Okay. Then we have next one. Here we go.
That is why we're ready to consider whatever proposals may be brought forward by the police and security services more effectively to deal with the terrorist threat.
And this one says, the rest will believe it.
The rest of the week. The rest of the week. The rest of the week.
Also another very clear reversal. I wonder what he's... Let's listen to the forwards again, see if we get a context on this.
That is why we're ready to consider whatever proposals may be brought forward by the police and security services more effectively to deal with the terrorist threat.
And the rest will believe it.
The rest of the week. The rest of the week. The rest of the week.
Okay, make of that one what you will. All right, here we have some interesting reversals on London's Mayor, Sadiq Khan. Listen to this one.
Not only did they tackle the terrorists, but they helped the injured. And as a result of their swift action, fewer people have died than would otherwise be the case, but also the injuries are less bad than they could have been.
And here he says, I am the dark setup.
They are the dark setup.
Wow.
They are the dark setup.
Well, Sadiq Khan is actually quite well liked and respected in London as being a very good mayor. So why he would say I am the dark setup is a bit of a mystery. But it's certainly a very clear reversal. Let's run it again for you.
They are the dark setup.
They are the dark setup. They are the dark setup.
Yeah, well, it's certainly there. Wow. And, he uses a setup again. Here we go.
And that's assessed by JTAC, who are independent intelligence experts.
And here he says, obsess a setup.
Obsess a setup.
Wow.
Obsess a setup. Obsess a setup.
Wow. Now, what has been set up? He's talking about the terrorist attacks in London on the weekend. Incidentally, my family in Australia were very, very worried about me. They couldn't get a hold of me and very concerned with all the three terrorist attacks in London on the weekend. Very, very scary. And my family were desperately trying to get a hold of me. They finally did. So they breathed a sigh of relief. So, but yeah, not very good when you're living in Australia and your son's over in England and there's terrorist attacks. Raises all sorts of fears, doesn't it? I would be scared if it was my kids in London when a terrorist attack was going on. Okay, let's look at some on Theresa May. Here we have the forwards.
What we saw in immigration.
Oh, Theresa May, if you don't know, of course, is the Prime Minister of Britain. She's a Tory, Conservative. I went to the Queen today to form a minority government. No intentions of resigning, contrary to all the rumours that have been circulating around the internet. I can tell you that because I'm in London and I'm watching all the news. All right, so here we have the forwards.
What we saw in immigration figures was it started to come down, then they did go up, and now they're starting to come down again. What we will have when we leave the EU
That was your
is
job.
Yes.
And here she says, and the politic in the mud.
And the politics in the mud.
Huh.
And the politics in the mud.
I'll be bothered.
And the politics in the mud.
In other words, British politics are in the mud. Dirty, nasty game. What can I say? And the politic in the mud. I don't need to say anything. Theresa May said it all. All right, here's the next one.
And what we want to do is to ask, is to consult, is to listen, and then to determine what that cut will be.
Have you even thought what the cost of the taxpayer will be?
I think that's only fair to people.
And this one says, evil fuck up.
Evil fuck up.
Wow.
Evil fuck up. Evil fuck up.
Wow, that's nice and clear. Let's listen to the forwards on this again.
But you
And
don't know.
what we want to do is to ask, is to consult, is to listen, and then to determine what that cut will be.
Have you even thought what the cost of the taxpayer will be?
I think that's only fair to...
And evil, well, you know what that last word is.
Evil fuck up.
Evil fuck up. Evil fuck up.
There we go. Wow. Not very nice woman. All right, here's the next one.
The British people were given the choice, and the British people decided that they wanted the United Kingdom to leave the European Union.
So you're now...
And here she says, I mean they breathe.
Yes. I mean they breathe.
I mean they breathe. I mean they breathe.
Who breathes? The British people breathe, I guess, and they gave their choice. Let's run that forwards again.
The British people were given the choice, and the British people decided that they wanted the United Kingdom to leave the European Union.
Yeah, the people, British people breathe. I mean they breathe.
Yes. I mean they breathe.
I mean they breathe. I mean they breathe.
Yeah, well, there you go. Interesting reversal. All right, next one along.
I voted... Well, there's no gainsaying the fact that I campaigned to remain and voted to remain.
Sure,
but I also
think it's a duff idea.
I said it was a balance. Sorry.
You still think it's a duff idea, don't you?
No, I think that...
She's talking about Brexit, and she's saying forwards, well, I campaigned for us to stay. And so she says backwards, my God, it happened, yes.
My God, it happened, yes.
My God, it happened, yes. My God, it happened, yes.
So, yeah, my God, Brexit happened. Yeah, let's listen to the forwards again. She's talking about campaigning for Brexit. I mean, against Brexit.
I voted... Well, there's no gainsaying the fact that I campaigned to remain and voted to remain.
Sure,
but I also
still think it's a duff idea.
I said it was a balance. Sorry.
You still think it's a duff idea, don't you?
No, I think that...
And my God, it happened, yes.
My God, it happened, yes.
My God, it happened, yes. My God, it happened, yes.
And, well, she got a bit of a shock, I would imagine, because it happened. Okay, next one along.
But while it was right that we should pause to show our respects to those we have lost, and to ensure all our energies were focused on responding to the immediate aftermath of those events, it is also right that our way of life and our democratic process should go on.
And this one says, soul bring nervous steps.
Soul bring nervous steps.
Wow.
Soul bring nervous steps. Soul bring nervous steps.
Yeah, let's listen to the forwards again on this to get a context. Here we go.
But while it was right that we should pause to show our respects to those we have lost, and to ensure all our energies were focused on responding to the immediate aftermath of those events, it is also right that our way of life and our democratic process should go on.
Okay, but there's nervous steps. I wonder if this is a premonition reversal, future tense. Soul bring nervous steps. Is she predicting the future of the election as a minority government? That would appear to fit in soul bring nervous steps. So she's giving an insight into the future. So let's run this forwards again.
Soul bring nervous steps.
All reserved apps. All reserved apps.
So there we go. Okay. All right. Next one along. We run this one forward.
I want to get a good deal from the European Union. What I don't want is the sort of bad deal that some people are talking about. If you think about it, some people in Europe are talking about punishing us, and that would be a bad deal for us.
And this one says, the loss is it.
The loss is it.
The loss is it. The loss is it.
Obviously indicating that a bad deal will be made and Britain will lose. They will lose in the negotiations. Yeah, listen to the forwards again.
I want to get a good deal from the European Union. What I don't want is the sort of bad deal that some people are talking about. If you think about it, some people in Europe are talking about punishing us, and that would be a bad deal for us.
And the loss is it.
The loss is it.
The loss is it. The loss is it.
Wow, interesting. We will watch with interest to see how these negotiations pan themselves out, but that doesn't appear to be a particularly congruent reversal. All right, here's the next one along. So we must be coming up on a break very soon. We'll see if we can fit this in before the break is here.
And I also said that the sky wouldn't fall in if we left the European Union.
And here she says, they breathe, felt you fit.
They breathe, felt you fit.
They breathe, felt you fit.
And again.
They breathe, felt you fit.
Okay, folks, don't touch that keyboard. We'll be back right after this.
What if we already know how to prevent and to reverse every known so-called disease? What if the government is in cahoots with the allopathic system to hide this information from you to keep you weak and enslaved to their system? What if living a higher quality of life than you ever thought possible was available to you now? Well, it's true. It's easier and more cost-effective than you think, and so life-changing that your only regret will not be having done it sooner. Because you already know what the answer is. Royal Velvet Pure. You've heard Jeff talk about it. You've heard the incredible testimonies that it has scores of benefits and it works for everyone. Now you may not know this. We have partnered with Jeff to empower you, giving you an opportunity we do not give anyone else. When you buy 2 Royal Velvet Pure, we give you another one free. Want to take that first step toward freedom and positive transformation? Go to royalvelvetnow.com. Click on the rinse icon in the upper right-hand corner or call us toll-free, 1-877-488-7423.
Would you like to change your life? Maybe access your deepest potential? Do you have blocks that hold you back or long-term issues you haven't been able to resolve? Then Reverse Speech Session Work is for you. With Reverse Speech Session Work, your voice is recorded and then analysed for speech reversals. These reversals will give a detailed look into the unconscious mind and pinpoint precise reasons for current behavioural problems. Then following another recording, a series of metaphoric journeys into the unconscious mind are mapped out and delivered to you. These journeys will change deep unconscious structures and hence current behaviour. Change your life today. Sign up for Reverse Speech Session Work. Go to www.reversespeech.com or call 503-568-7077. Okay, we are back. You are listening to the weekly Reverse Speech Show, normally broadcast out of Australia, but I'm right across the other side of the world in cold London. Very cold. They call this summer. It should come down to Australian summer. Then you know what summer's all about. Nothing like here, that's for sure. Okay, that toll-free number again is 844-769-2944. That's 844-769-2944. Call in, say hello to me. Tell me what you think of these reversals. Always enjoy getting your calls. Okay, we are looking at British reversals following the British elections today, in which the Tories, Conservatives, were returned with a substantially reduced majority. Theresa May expected for Labor to be absolutely slaughtered, but Labor picked up 36 seats, which is really quite amazing. And Theresa May lost 12, so not good at all. Not good at all. Okay, all right. Let us look at and two more reversals I've got on Sadiq Khan, the Lord Mayor. And he's talking about Donald Trump here.
Since Saturday, I've been working with the police, with the emergency services, with the government and others to deal with the horrific attack on Saturday. I just haven't got the time to respond to tweets from Donald Trump.
I don't have time to respond to tweets from Donald Trump, and he says backwards, if I had an assassin.
If I had an assassin.
If I had an assassin. If I had an assassin.
He certainly doesn't like Donald Trump, does he? Here, let's run this again.
Since Saturday, I've been working with the police, with the emergency services, with the government and others to deal with the horrific attack on Saturday. I just haven't got the time to respond to tweets from Donald Trump.
And if I had an assassin.
If I had an assassin.
If I had an assassin. If I had an assassin.
There we go. By the way, if you're in England and you're listening to the show, don't forget to come to my lecture, all-day workshop tomorrow at the Grand Connaught Rooms in London. And go to the front page of reversespeech.com and you can see all the details of that workshop, totally free of charge. I didn't want to charge because I'm really holding it to meet everyone, and I want to set up a reverse speech research society in London. That's one of my outcomes for this workshop I'm giving tomorrow. So please come along if you're in England, and if you're in Europe, come along anyway. Hop in and drive over the channel. Come and see me in London tomorrow. Okay, another one on Sadiq Khan. Here we go.
And that's why I've been arguing over the last 12 months for us to not have any further cuts from the Met Police budget, but actually for us to have additional resources, because as a capital city, our needs are far greater.
And this one says, the saws you will shit.
The saws you will shit.
Huh.
The saws you will shit.
Oh, my.
The saws you will shit.
Oh, let's get a context on this one.
And that's why I've been arguing over the last 12 months for us to not have any further cuts from the Met Police budget, but actually for us to have additional resources, because as a capital city, our needs are far greater.
Oh, I think he's worried about all the problems. He's in a very difficult position, isn't he? The saws you will shit. He's in trouble.
The saws you will shit.
The saws you will shit. The saws you will shit.
Yeah, well, there it is, nice and clear. All right, moving back to Theresa May. Here's thoughts. This is her on the campaign trail. I'll get some reversals on Theresa May following her election. I was going to say win, but it wasn't really a win. It was a very disappointing result for her. But when she makes her speech, we will do reversals on that and bring them to you as well. Okay, so next one along.
That it is only with the Conservatives that you get the strong and stable leadership that this country needs to see us through Brexit and beyond.
And here she says, I will face it.
I will face it.
I will face it. I will face it.
Yeah, okay, so she's going to face the problems that are going to come, I would imagine. That's how I would interpret it anyway. All right, here's the next one.
Which has approved my decision to hold a general election on the 8th of June.
And here she says they're shallow. I think she's referring to the Labor because when she actually called the election, Labor was in a disastrous state, and Theresa May actually expected to slaughter Labor. But, but the Labor had a massive turnaround. And it's interesting, they didn't expect Brexit to win. They didn't expect Trump to win, and now they didn't expect Corbyn to win. Well, he didn't win, but he certainly came back with a substantially increased majority, which gives him a lot of power in the new parliament, the new minority government that Theresa May is going to run. Minority governments, oh man, they're a pain in the neck. It's very difficult to get anything through. Australia has a very similar political system to England, and when you've got a minority government, it's very difficult to govern. So I wish her the best of luck. All right, here she is talking about the London attacks.
So those campaigns will resume in full tomorrow, and the general election will go ahead as planned on Thursday.
And here she says, how I groom a shadow.
How I groom a shadow.
Okay, the shadow. She's projecting an image of her that she wants people to see. That's her shadow. And she is grooming it. She is prettying it up. She is projecting an image that is only a mere shadow of who she really is. So who we see in public is not who Theresa May really is. She is someone different, and she is grooming her shadow for you to see. All right, next one along. Here we go.
But as the nature of the threat we face becomes more complex, more fragmented, more hidden, especially online, the strategy needs to keep up.
And this one says, sad muck holds a market.
Sad muck holds a market.
Huh.
Sad muck holds a market.
Huh.
Sad muck holds a market.
Huh. Wonder what that means. Yeah, let's listen to the forwards again.
But as the nature of the threat we face becomes more complex, more fragmented, more hidden, especially online, the strategy needs to keep up.
And sad muck holds a market.
Sad muck holds a market.
Sad muck holds a market. Sad muck holds a market.
Huh. Interesting reversal. I'm not really too sure what that means. But anyway, all right. Okay. Next one along. Here we go. This is also on the London attacks on the weekend, last weekend.
It will only be defeated when we turn people's minds away from this violence.
And here she says, see arms will give mercy.
See arms will give mercy.
See arms will give mercy. See arms will give mercy.
Okay, well, mercy. See arms will give mercy. Well, arms embrace, hold. The victims of the London terrorist attacks will have the sympathy of the British people, and they will be merciful to the survivors. So let's run this again.
It will only be defeated when we turn people's minds away from this violence.
And see arms will give mercy.
See arms will give mercy.
See arms will give mercy. See arms will give mercy.
Yeah, so that's a very nice reversal, isn't it? Okay, here we are again about the London attacks.
It continued to drive from London Bridge to Borough Market.
And here she says, stay calm.
Stay calm.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Yeah, so she's reassuring the British public, don't panic. Don't get all bent out of shape. Stay calm. Things are going to sort themselves out. Okay, that's how I interpret that one. All right, next one along.
And not even as lone attackers radicalised online, but by copying one another and often using the crudest of means of attack.
And here she says, the misery you fought.
The misery you fought.
Huh.
The misery you fought.
Yes.
The misery you fought.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, she's fighting misery you fought. She's fighting misery. The misery she's fighting against. Britain is fighting against misery. So the misery of the terrorist attacks. Okay, so let's just run that again forwards.
And not even as lone attackers radicalised online, but by copying one another and often using the crudest of means of attack.
The misery you fought.
The misery you fought.
The misery you fought. The misery you fought.
Yeah, okay, she's not shaping up too bad on these reversals. Okay, here we have another one.
But it cannot be defeated through military intervention alone. It will not be defeated through the maintenance of a permanent defensive counter-terrorism operation.
And here she says these efforts in a Merkel. And, of course, Merkel is the Chancellor of Germany. So is she working in with Germany to create something? So let's run this forwards. Yeah, so something's been done with the German Chancellor. Let's listen to the forwards again.
But it cannot be defeated through military intervention alone. It will not be defeated through the maintenance of a permanent defensive counter-terrorism operation.
These efforts in a Merkel.
This efforts in a Merkel.
This efforts in a Merkel. This efforts in a Merkel.
All right, okay. Now here we have a fairly long reversal, and I'm not too sure exactly how to interpret this one. This is found by Naomi in Canada, and the heading of the reversal says Theresa May says she would nuke 100,000 innocents. I don't know where she said that. I'm not aware of that, but I'm sure if Naomi put it on the reversal description, she did hear that. So let's play this forwards.
Let me congratulate the Prime Minister on you.
Oh, you know what? That volume on that is terrible. Let me just play with the volume a bit on this one. We want to increase the volume a little bit. I'll just save the amended file. And here we go here.
Let me congratulate the Prime Minister on your new role. So can we cut to the chase? Is she personally prepared to authorise a nuclear strike that could kill 100,000 innocent men, women and children?
Yes.
Whoa! Yes? Whoa! Gee whiz, let's play that again.
Let me congratulate the Prime Minister on your new role. So can we cut to the chase? Is she personally prepared to authorise a nuclear strike that could kill 100,000 innocent men, women and children?
Yes. And I have to say to the honourable gentleman, the whole point of a deterrent is that our enemies need to know that we would be prepared.
Whoa! What a statement! Oh my God, that's heavy enough forwards. Boy, I'm a bit gobsmacked over that. The reversal said, schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them. Oh, I know what that means. Oh, yeah, other governments or the rest of them also have the same attitude that Theresa May has. They're scheming. The odyssey, of course, is the nuclear weapons, or the story, the journey of the nuclear weapons, and the rest of them would be the other nuclear powers. Wow. Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Yeah, so that's quite a disastrous reversal. Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them. So there we go. All right, so let us move along at these reversals we are looking at from Theresa May. Actually, I want to play that one again forwards. That was just the forwards is devastating. So here we go.
Let me congratulate the Prime Minister on her new role. But can we cut to the chase? Is she personally prepared to authorise a nuclear strike that could kill 100,000 innocent men, women and children?
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Oh, yes! My God, what a statement. Can you believe that? Here's the rest of it.
And I have to say to the honourable gentleman, the whole point of a deterrent is that our enemies need to know that we would be prepared.
What a statement. And schemes living their odyssey. In other words, the other countries are scheming. This is the journey that they want to take us on. The rest of them, referring to the other nuclear powers. Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Schemes living their odyssey.
Wow. My God.
Schemes living their odyssey, the rest of them.
Oh, my golly gosh. Gee, that's a very scary reversal. Gee whiz. Wow, I'm a little bit gobsmacked. I'm shocked. All right, here we have a witness to the London attacks last weekend.
Running around chasing and throwing bottles for 5 minutes, it's not a bomb. And it wasn't a bomb, I don't think it is. If it is a bomb, I'll be surprised. If it's a bomb, they would have blown us up.
And this just simply says, shut him up.
Shut him up.
Huh. I don't know who he wants to shut up, but anyway, there we go. So I've just been joined in the studio by my guest this evening, Ingrid Collins. And Ingrid is a reverse speech practitioner in London with a very successful practice. She gets amazing success with her clients. So say hello to everyone, Ingrid.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. You looking forward to your hour interview with me?
Certainly looking forward to my hour with you, my dear. Yes.
Good on you. Good.
Having great fun.
Yes. Well, I've just been playing reversals on Corbyn and May, and they're actually quite clear. I'm really pleased with them. Actually,
excellent.
Yeah, very clear reversals. We're going to play all of these in the workshop tomorrow. So,
oh wow! I look forward to that.
Yeah. So that'll be great. Okay, now we have 10 minutes left in the first hour, and I have used up all my reversals of Brits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my general reversal file and pull up some more British politicians. I've got a few of them saved in my lecture folder, seeing we're looking at Brits today. And the one I'm looking for particularly is a couple of reversals I got on Winston Churchill, which I didn't get ready before the show. So if here we go. Here's Winston Churchill during World War II.
All brief, moral and material forces and convictions.
And here he says, right and never wrong, fear for all. Wow. Oh, boy. Well, I guess that's the type of attitude he had to have to win the Second World War. I mean, he had to be strong and firm like that. And fear for all. Well, of course, World War II was an absolutely horrible thing, wasn't it? So it certainly was fear for all. Here we have a reversal on I just saw it just here. This is Nick Clegg, who was under, I forget which party he was. He ran
Liberal Democrats.
Liberal Democrats. Okay, he ran what, 8 years ago?
He was in the coalition government. He was the deputy prime minister.
That's right, because Cameron and the Liberal Democrats formed a coalition.
That's right. He's just been voted out.
Oh,
He's
has
lost
he?
his seat, yes.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, then this reversal is going to be very disappointing to him. So here's the forwards.
we have set out in our manifesto. You can have a look at it in the back pages. We've set out numbers.
And here he says, and I wanted it all. Well, I guess he didn't get it all if he's lost his seat. Yeah, that's a very disappointing reversal for Nick Clegg.
Yeah, he didn't get any of it at all.
Oh dear, poor man. Okay, here we have a couple of David Cameron, former Prime Minister, who Theresa May replaced. And here's the forwards.
Look, I'm not standing here today and saying it was a bad decision to release Megrahi because I'm here. I said this a year ago at the time, that it was a bad decision. It shouldn't have been made. The British government as well should have been clear that it was a bad decision rather than going along with it.
And this one says, damn, live in the shit.
Damn, live in the shit.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Here, let's listen to the forwards again on this.
Look, I'm not standing here today and saying it was a bad decision to release Megrahi because I'm here. I said this a year ago at the time, that it was a bad decision. It shouldn't have been made. The British government as well should have been clear that it was a bad decision rather than going along with it.
And damn, live in the shit.
Damn, live in the shit.
Damn, live in the shit. Damn, live in the shit.
That's funny. And here we have a reversal on Cameron. This is actually an interesting one. This is I remember this one. This is in the last week of the campaign when he won office.
So we stopped the jobs tax.
Oh, you know what? That volume's a bit low. Let me just up the volume on that and get it to a reasonable level. And then we'll go and save the file for future generations. Or me in a future lecture, rather. Or maybe it'll be future generations. Maybe my grandson will follow in my footsteps. Wouldn't that be great? Having my grandson pick up reverse speech. Of course, those who know me well know, of course, that my son was following in my footsteps, doing reverse speech very diligently, and he unfortunately died when he was 21. Great tragedy. So maybe my grandson will take over. He's only 5. He's a little bit too young yet. All right, here's David Cameron in the last week of his campaign.
So we stopped the jobs tax next year. That means saving 1 out of every £100 that the government spends.
And this one says, you rev it up now.
You rev it up now.
You rev it up now. You rev it up now.
You not happy with that one, Ingrid? You hear that one? Yeah, he revved it up. He's getting into high gear. You know,
he's really going for it, isn't he?
He's pumping along. All right, now I do have reversals on Tony Blair, but I don't think I've got them handy. Here we go. Oh, look, here's Gordon Brown. There we go. This is Gordon Brown, the Prime Minister before David Cameron. And this is him in his also in his last week of campaigning.
Probably for them, because short-term mortgage rates have changed. The rates have gone up by 20 to 30%. So there'll be a lot of repossessions in the States. The housing market is still. He's worried about what's happening there.
And here he says, shattered here, but I labour this mess.
You will labour this mess.
Huh.
You will labour this mess.
In other words, he knew that he was a goner. He was shattered, but he kept on fighting anyway. I'll labour this mess, whether I'm shattered or not. So if you just tuned into the show, we're doing reversals on British politicians today in light of the elections that was held yesterday, in which Theresa May was returned to power in a minority government, forming coalitions with the... Now, hang on, don't tell me. You better tell me.
The Democratic Unionist Party in Ireland.
The Democratic Unionist Party in Ireland. How many seats do they have?
Oh, do you know? You're asking me a trick question.
Oh, I see.
About 10, I think.
Oh, so they're only a small party.
They're a small party, but they're going to be able to wield a lot of power.
They will indeed.
Yes,
yeah.
Because she's six seats short of a working majority.
Oh, boy, that's a knife-edge parliament, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, it's going to be fun and game in British politics over the next year.
It's going to be very unstable, and she was running on a strong and stable government idea.
Yeah, right.
Which has fallen rather flat.
Yeah. Why did she expect Labor to do so bad? Were they lagging in the polls? Forget it. We're running out of time. There's our break. Just say yes.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, don't touch that keyboard, folks. We'll be back right after this with my guest, Ingrid. Would you like to change your life? Maybe access your deepest potential? Do you have blocks that hold you back, or long-term issues you haven't been able to resolve? Then Reverse Speech Session Work is for you. With Reverse Speech Session Work, your voice is recorded and then analysed for speech reversals. These reversals will give a detailed look into the unconscious mind and pinpoint precise reasons for current behavioural problems. Then following another recording, a series of metaphoric journeys into the unconscious mind are mapped out and delivered to you. These journeys will change deep unconscious structures and hence current behaviour. Change your life today. Sign up for Reverse Speech Session Work. Go to www.reversespeech.com or call 503 568 7077.
Known worldwide as the most consistently fascinating, informative, and unique program on radio, the Jeff Rense program can be yours to listen to anytime, anywhere, whenever you want to hear it. For pennies a day, our subscribers can download any of Jeff's thousands of programs featuring a treasury of newsmakers, researchers, eyewitnesses, and incredible subjects, all in MP3 commercial-free, crystal-clear 56-bit digital sound, and take these often unforgettable programs with them wherever they go. As a subscriber, you can also listen live at airtime, online, anywhere in the world, or browse through our archives of over 6,000 hours of legendary broadcasts. Subscribe now by taking the link at the top of Rense.com and enrich your mind with the most unique panorama of vital information and the best independent, honest journalism in radio. Look for the Subscribe Now link on Rense.com and give yourself the knowledge you need for these unprecedented times. You're listening to the Rense Radio Network, nationwide and worldwide on the net and at Rense.com.
Okay, we are back. This is your host, David John Oates, for the weekly Reverse Speech Show, broadcast today live from London, where they foolishly believe they're having summer.
You mean this isn't it?
No. If this is it, I'd hate to see winter, which I've already seen. So, all right, live in studio with me today is Reverse Speech Practitioner Ingrid Collins. Now, you've been on the show twice before?
I have.
Twice, yes, I thought it was twice.
I think I'd have learnt my lesson by now.
And you've had your certification for 4 years? 3 years?
4, I think.
4 years. Yeah, right. You were in, I think, my very first class I did in London, were you not?
I certainly was.
Yes, you were. Yes.
Just call me Trailblazer.
Yes, you are a trailblazer. And you have a very successful practice.
Yes.
You have a lot of clients.
My goodness, yes.
And I've met some of your clients.
That's right.
And
they were very delighted to meet you.
Oh, were they? Oh, good.
Yes.
I am glad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and they sing your praises.
Oh. Well, I pay them enough.
Fair enough. Okay. Now, you have a whole bunch of reversals for us here.
Oh, yes.
And these are... So why don't you tell us what we're looking at and what reversals you have for us?
Okay. Well, first of all, I thought I would start with... I'd be perverse and start with the end of a round of reverse.
So that's this file here.
That's right.
Right. So
this was... this is a lovely young woman who is the mother of 2 small boys.
Uh-huh.
She is a talented fashion stylist. She also runs a shop
Uh-huh.
in a very cool area of London. And she was getting jaded, worn down,
Uh-huh.
with lots of nappies and
Oh, yes.
on one hand and her business on the other. She didn't know in what direction she was going. She didn't know whether she was going to ever make a profit. But she engaged in reverse speech.
Uh-huh.
And guess what?
She made a profit.
She made a profit. The relationship with her partner blossomed. They're going to get married. And,
there you go.
She is. She's very, very delighted about reverse speech. You might be able to understand her quite well because she's Australian.
Oh, is she indeed? Okay.
And has been living over here for many years. She's quite softly spoken, so we're going to have to listen very carefully. This doesn't include reversals, but this just is, I thought, a lovely testimonial at the end of a round of reverse speech, because she took to it like a duck to water and just was off like a rocket. So this is our little happy little conversation, just 2 minutes at the end of her final interview.
Okay, so here we go.
You don't feel that there are any loose ends? Or do you?
No.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, is there any there? Come on.
No. You've got fun, you've got love, you've got great family, and the business is thriving. I would love, if I may, if I have your permission, to quote some of this work.
Sure.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Because it's just such a happily ever after sort of one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's been very strong. It's been very, these very instant results. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes results take a while to happen.
You mean in the outside kind of world?
In the outside, in outside manifestations.
Yes, yeah. But kind of internally, I feel.
But yeah,
it's giving me some direction.
And it just feels really, almost before we started, it feels as if you just took off like a rocket.
Yeah. It feels clear. That's the word that I really and I think I said to you after the first session, the second session, it's like coming back home. Like it's kind of like you lose yourself, don't you? Sometimes.
Yeah. You lose touch with yourself.
Yeah, I've been, being a mum as well. It's inevitable. Well, maybe it's not inevitable, but it's a lot that you.
Yes.
It's a very giving kind of role. So you're not giving much to yourself. So I've been doing quite a lot of that recently.
Yes. Excellent. Well, that's a good time to put this on pause.
So she feels like she's coming back home.
She feels as if she's coming back home. She's reintroduced herself to herself.
Uh-huh.
She's in her flow, and as I say in the interview, she took off like a rocket.
Good on her. Good on her.
She's having fun, which had been absent from the last few years of her life, and her business is thriving. Her relationship with her partner's thriving, the kids are happy.
Okay.
As I say, happily ever after. And I always check my clients before I play out. Because there were quite a few which altered, sorted out.
Right, okay.
There was quite a conflict bubbling away inside.
Okay.
In the deep, dark recesses of her deep unconscious. And the reversal here says at war.
Okay, so here's the forward.
The paradigm about women as they grow older.
And at war.
At war.
Oh, yeah.
At war.
Right.
At war.
So she had turmoil inside of herself.
That's right.
Yes.
Now, I admire this woman very much because when she hit, I think it was 60, so to me she's still a child, really, because I'm an old lady. When she hit 60, she decided that she was going to create a group called the Silver Tent.
Oh, okay.
And this is for women over 50 who still have plenty of mileage. And rather than closing down and going somewhere dark and invisible to die, the women are wild and wonderful and have plenty to offer.
Oh, okay.
And so she created, first of all, a Facebook page. Now it's an internet web page. It has various levels now. It's a real organization. And at the beginning, she did this round of RS with me because she wanted to know if it was going to be a success, and she wanted, if there were any things standing in her way, she wanted to clear her way to make it a success.
Yes.
So here, she says, make it honey.
Right. Okay. So here we go.
I create just enough to get by.
Make it honey.
Make it honey.
Oh, yeah.
Make it honey.
Oh.
Make it honey.
We call that unconscious consent, folks.
Oh, yeah.
It's the unconscious saying to change this pattern. Make it honey.
Make it honey.
That's what we're looking for when we're doing session work with clients.
So I thought, all right, so no pressure there then. I better make it honey.
Yes, you
her.
better indeed. Yeah.
Well, and so we, well, let's have a look. Oh, it's now the fear. That was another one that had to be sorted out.
Okay, here we go.
There must be a bigger fear that overrides it.
Ah, it's now the fear.
Fear.
Oh, yeah.
Fear.
Right.
Fear.
So she's verifying what she's saying forwards.
Very congruent with what she's saying forwards.
Yeah, very congruent.
And admitting that although she seems very confident on her conscious level, she's really quite frightened about making a success of it.
Oh, right.
Because that hasn't been her role in her family of origin.
Right.
She's, I won't go into the personal stuff, but that has been different.
Okay.
And she was wondering if she was too old.
Okay, here we go.
About becoming Silver Grove members.
Is that and
I'm
too and I'm too old.
Yes.
Huh. Oh, she is not too old. I'm 62 this year.
Well,
I feel like a spring chicken.
Exactly. I'm 73, so I can assure you she's not too old.
No, not even close.
As I say, she's a mere child.
Yeah.
One of the things that came up, which was buried so deep that she'd completely forgotten it. This is one of the things I really love about reverse speech. Things that people think are are lost forever. Suddenly, they hear their deep unconscious voice, and they say, "Oh my God, yes."
Yes.
So let's look at the babies here.
Okay.
And I'll explain a bit about that when you've played it.
Okay, so here's the forwards.
And occasionally she'd be able to telephone.
And the baby's here.
The baby's here.
Oh, yeah.
The baby's here.
Yeah, certainly.
The baby's here.
Okay.
When she was a toddler, and she'd completely forgotten about this, when she was a toddler, her mother and father went off for 3 months on a world tour, leaving her with her grandmother.
Oh.
And occasionally they would phone to see if she was all right.
Oh,
and
so
she
that's...
felt so abandoned.
Yeah.
And little ones, when they feel abandoned, feel that it's something they must have done wrong.
Right.
And the baby's here.
Oh.
You've forgotten the baby.
Right. So how did you work with that?
Oh, I restored her self-worth. In the meta walks.
Right.
I gave her the power to be her own parent.
All right. Okay.
And
good.
it's actually resulted in a very good relationship with her mum.
Good. Very
So that's
pleased to
lovely.
hear that. Excellent.
Now, they also, she remembers that when her mother was around, she went out with a friend of hers.
Are you playing this one here?
Yes, and left her alone as a child, left her alone in the dark and the creaky floorboards, and she was very, very frightened and very angry. Very angry.
Oh, wow.
So she calls them lunatics.
Wow. Okay. So here we go.
Why did that happen? Why, if you were going to a bar or you were going to lunch?
You are both there, lunatic.
You are both there, lunatic.
Oh, hang on. You are both with their lunatic, I thought I heard.
You are both there, lunatic.
With their lunatic.
You are both there, lunatic.
Means the same thing.
Yeah.
So the parents were lunatics to leave her alone.
Yes, she's very cross there, you can hear. Very angry.
Yes.
And thank goodness she was in touch with that now because we could sort it out, which we did.
Good.
Yeah.
Good on you. Good on you. Okay.
So she had to look after herself. You were wolf, she says to herself.
Okay.
And so I could hear the creak of the floorboards.
You were wolf.
You're wolf.
Oh, yes.
You're wolf.
Absolutely.
You're wolf.
Wolf.
She's bringing her wolf, her protector, to look after herself, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was very eloquent, I thought.
Wow, excellent. Yeah, great reversal.
Yeah,
so she had to summon her own inner motivation and strength to get past this horrifying situation.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
This one, she's forgiving herself.
Okay. Here we go.
For whatever she has been doing, well, fantasizing that she must have done wrong.
Right.
So.
Okay, so here we go.
And I'll say, I know, but I'm not asking you what you need.
And we need pardon.
We need pardon.
Oh, yeah.
We need pardon.
Wow.
We need pardon.
Yeah.
It's a bit unclear, that one. But
yeah, well, no, I can hear it.
You can hear it.
Yeah, so she needs to be pardoned from her thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And you were able to do that in a meta walk, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an easy one, isn't it?
Marvelous.
Yes.
Yes. So that was the first. That gives you a flavour of the first. Oh, and she says, "Now God help."
Okay. All right. Let's play this one.
That had been waiting for fertile ground.
Now God help. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
That's a nice one,
Lovely
yeah.
one.
And
So-
also unconscious consent.
Very, very much so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So that's lovely. So these were in the first one or two interviews.
Uh-huh.
So now we can go to the end.
The end
So
of this one?
No,
Or
no, the next one. That's Francesca 2.
Yep,
That's
okay.
right.
So-
And she's very happy. All answers there.
Okay, so this is after you've done the meta walk.
This is after the round. Yes, this is at the end of the round.
Right, so this is what's called the post-trance tape for those students who are listening out there. And if you're not students, it's still the post-trance tape.
So there.
So here we go.
I mean, I'm scared as well, but I know that actually I would do it.
And all answer there. Oh, yeah. Right. So she got her answers.
She got her answers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Let's look at yes.
This one here.
All round, let's go with the positive.
Oh,
says.
wonderful.
Feels like I never need to be frightened because I can always bring my will.
Okay, so all round, let's go with the positive. Wow! Nice and clear.
Isn't it?
Oh, wow. You have permission to use that?
Oh, yes.
Gee whiz, I'm going to steal that one. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it again.
Feels like I never need to be frightened because I can always bring my will.
All round, let's go with the positive. And Ingrid's looking a little bit puzzled as to what I'm doing right now. But what I am doing is I'm saving this file because I want to use it myself. So client, PT, oh no, post. This is a post, isn't it? So
This is right at the end after the final metaphor.
client, post, all around. Let's go with the positive. That is now destined to be played in many lectures.
Ooh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, okay, all right.
Okay.
So let's go back to the main folder here. And, okay, so what are we playing now?
Okay. Let's. Oh, the trouble. Can you widen that so that I can see the whole quote?
Yes. Oh, look at that one. Wow.
Oh, yes, that was good.
All right, let's play this one.
I think you do. So he was that sort of, kind of guy.
It's hard to reach heaven.
Oh!
Yes. Well, it is hard to reach heaven.
It is hard to reach heaven, but she's putting so much good work into the silver tent that she's getting there beautifully now.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Okay.
Now winning, in fact.
Okay, let's do this one.
In a word.
Now winning. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Wow, great post-trance reversals.
Lovely, isn't it?
She must be very happy.
She is very happy.
She must
She
be.
is very
yes.
happy indeed. She gives me a nice little
Yes, I'm looking at that one
there.
right now.
I mean, I guess that I do feel on some level that I've been guilty of some transgression.
And reversal says, and I think you're the saviour. Oh, yeah. I'll be bothered. Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, Ingrid.
So
yay.
I'm going to be walking on water any minute now.
Yes, you will be indeed. I'll join you.
My pleasure.
Except I'm afraid I'll sink. Although with all my weight loss, I might float.
True, that's true. You're looking very trim these days.
Yes, I feel very good.
Yeah. Now she talks about the problem being easy.
Ah, okay. Here we go.
I don't want my life to be about power
An easy problem? Ooh, not a good one.
It's not a great one, but
No, but it gets the point across.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
the problem's easy to handle.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Now, this one is a lovely one because she was quite diffident about abundance.
Oh, right.
And after we'd worked, listen to this one.
Okay.
I can see that in my mind's eye, me and my wolf going through the forest.
For 1 million.
For 1 million.
Oh, yes.
For 1 million.
Wow.
For 1 million.
Has she got her million yet?
Well, she's working towards it. Let's put it that way. She's getting there. She's getting there.
Okay, we have our music, so we're going to our break.
Right.
So don't touch that keyboard, folks. We'll be back right after this.
What if we already know how to prevent and to reverse every known so-called disease? What if the government is in cahoots with the allopathic system to hide this information from you to keep you weak and enslaved to their system? What if living a higher quality of life than you ever thought possible was available to you now? Well, it's true. It's easier and more cost-effective than you think, and so life-changing that your only regret will not be having done it sooner. Because you already know what the answer is. Royal Velvet Pure. You've heard Jeff talk about it. You've heard the incredible testimonies that it has scores of benefits and it works for everyone. Now you may not know this. We have partnered with Jeff to empower you, giving you an opportunity we do not give anyone else. When you buy 2 Royal Velvet Pure, we give you another one free. Want to take that first step toward freedom and positive transformation? Go to royalvelvetnow.com. Click on the rinse icon in the upper right-hand corner or call us toll-free, 1-877-488-7423.
Would you like to change your life? Maybe access your deepest potential? Do you have blocks that hold you back or long-term issues you haven't been able to resolve? Then reverse speech session work is for you. With reverse speech session work, your voice is recorded and then analysed for speech reversals. These reversals will give a detailed look into the unconscious mind and pinpoint precise reasons for current behavioural problems. Then following another recording, a series of metaphoric journeys into the unconscious mind are mapped out and delivered to you. These journeys will change deep unconscious structures and hence current behaviour. Change your life today. Sign up for reverse speech session work. Go to www.reversespeech.com or call 503-568-7077. Okay, we are back for a final segment of the weekly David John Oates Reverse Speech Show, broadcast to you live from London. And my guest in studio is Ingrid Collins, who has very graciously let me stay in her house yet again. This is
You're very welcome.
Thank you. This is my regular stop-off point.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true.
Okay, so where are we going to now?
I like this one. This is the next one. Again.
Yep. Okay.
We get a very positive reversal here.
Okay, so here's the forward.
I can feel that.
And I breathe, look up.
I breathe, look up.
Oh, yeah.
I breathe, look up.
Wow.
I breathe, look up.
That's a great reversal.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, she's got new life, new breath.
Exactly.
She's breathing in new energy.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
wow.
wonderful.
Yes, it is.
So
okay.
It's all very good. Now let's have a look. Oh, and really beginning to value herself.
Right.
Loving wolf here.
Okay.
In the soul trance, I feel really relaxed.
Loving wolf here.
Loving the wolf.
Loving the wolf.
Loving the wolf.
Is it the wolf or
I think
a
so.
wolf? I think it's the wolf.
The wolf.
Loving the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf.
The wolf.
Loving the wolf.
Yep.
Loving the wolf.
This is one of the great advantages about reverse speech is that we can use reverse speech itself to tell what changes have taken place.
Exactly.
And whether it's worked or not. That's the wonderful thing about the post-trance tape.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why I'm very happy when I get some really grotty reversals on the first interviews, because it makes such a beautiful contrast to the last.
Certainly does, yes. And we often get very grotty reversals, to use your word, in the first interview. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's have a look at, yes, I Must Eat Rabbit.
I was looking at that one.
Yes.
I wanted to play that one, but I
Yes.
was waiting for you to suggest it. So,
that's wonderful.
So here we go.
The best project ever that I could come up with, my legacy project.
I Must Eat Rabbit.
I'm actually out of.
Oh, that's a keeper too. I'm sorry, that one's stolen. that one's stolen as well. It's a common trance image, folks, to have the wolf eat rabbits, and it manifests money and bring money in. I'm going to play this again. Wow! If you could excuse me for just 1 second, if I don't save them now, they don't get saved, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So I'm going to save that one. That's a keeper. Client, oops. Wow, what a great reversut. I Must
pretty
Eat
cool,
Rabbit.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to play that one again. So
this is someone who was very diffident about being about deserving abundance. And now she knows.
Now she knows. I'm going to play this one again. Here's the forwards.
The best project ever that I could come up with, my legacy project.
I Must Eat Rabbit.
I'm actually out of.
Oh! Yes! Whoa! Wow!
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it certainly is. Okay, so we're just going back to the folder which I momentarily exited from. Okay,
Yes.
So what are we looking at now?
Let's.
No, you tell me.
Let's see. Loving Wolf. Yes, it's hard to reach. Oh yes. Why the Heart Beats.
Okay, here
This
we
is,
go.
she's really in her flow
Yes, okay.
at this stage.
Yeah, but in a war between the two parts of me.
Why this heart beats.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right. So, what?
She's found her life's purpose.
Right. Okay.
She's found why her heart beats.
For a life's purpose.
Yes.
If you want to find out what your life's purpose are, folks, give me a call.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Where are we going now?
Let's go down to the last one, because she had me as a guest interviewee on a summit that she did with what she called Notable and Wonderful Women.
Oh, okay.
But she also had me.
Good on her. Well, of course, you are a notable and wonderful woman.
You sweet-talking man.
Oh, I know I am. Okay, so here's...
And this was right at the end, and she was talking about doing box sets of not only the summits, but future summits and interviews with other women who have blazed various trails.
Right.
And she was saying, and you could do something about wealth, because obviously she's turned the corner.
Yes.
In her attitude to wealth.
Yeah.
And or anything you want. She's given me carte blanche as to what I want, what I can choose to do with her.
Right.
And her reversals say you would be dependable.
Wow. All right. So here we go.
So there's...
Or about wealth, or whatever it would be. So there'd be this box set.
Okay, you would be dependable. Oh, yes. Wow. Wow.
Now, you know that to get a good result with the client, you have to have a good relationship with them.
Yes, you do.
They have to trust you.
Yes.
And you have to really have a real feeling for them.
Yes.
And I know that you do this with your clients. You have them eating out of your hand.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And I think so many therapists have problems because their reversals may be negative and are picked up by the client at the subliminal level.
Yes.
So I was very pleased when she came up with that reversal.
So one thing
that I would be dependable.
Yeah, one thing I mentioned.
She trusts me.
Yeah, one thing I mentioned in my lecture in Ashland, Oregon, was that you are affected by your therapist's reversals, and if your therapist is incongruent, then you're not going to have much chance of getting shifted.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
It's why I get all my students to look at their own reversals in the practitioner course.
I remember it well.
Yes.
I remember it well. So let's go to let's leave Francesca, lovely Francesca, and go to another lovely woman who I worked with about 2 years ago. She had been drinking from early adulthood to mid-60s when she was retired due to ill health. That is Mags. She'd been, we'd got her dry for 2 years, not even wanting to drink.
Oh, right. This is the lady you told me about.
Yes. And I introduced you to her. Do you
yes,
remember?
Yes, I do remember. Yes.
And somebody had just offered her a drink, and she said, "No, I don't drink," as she usually did. And they said, "Oh, go on. It's, one drink won't hurt you." So she took one drink, thinking, well, maybe one drink wouldn't hurt me. And it hurt her. Guess what? It hurt her. So she's come back.
Yes.
And I've just taken a few reversals to show you here because she's just starting her next round of reverse speech. So these are just a few from her beginning here.
Okay.
But she's also knowing from past experience that this process is going to really help.
Yes, yes.
So let's look at where she agrees with herself and says, not happiness.
Right, got it. Here we go. Bad file. All right. Let me try and open up another program. It's giving me an error message on the file.
Oh dear.
We'll try another program here. Okay.
Well done.
There we go.
It brings nothing to my party but unhappiness.
And not happiness?
Not happiness.
Oh, yeah.
Not happiness.
So she's very congruent there.
Yes, yes.
Consciously and deeply unconsciously, she understands that it's not helping her.
No.
In fact, going on, when we first started working a couple of years ago on her first round, this is her second round, one of her reversals at the beginning was, and it's death.
And it's
death.
Death. Oh dear.
And here we get an echo of that when she says,
"Oh yes, I see. Oh gee, that's coming with a bad file name too. I wonder why it's doing that." Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go.
It spoils the day that I drink. It spoils the next day.
And what is it? Yes.
And a corpse.
Yes, and a corpse.
Yes, and a corpse.
Oh.
Yes, and a corpse.
Oh, not good.
Yes, and a corpse.
Oh, not good. Oh dear, the poor lady.
I know.
You've got a bit of work to do.
Oh yes, but we'll get there.
Yes, yes.
We'll get there.
Yes. Okay.
And
which one?
the
we're looking at?
here I think is the one I'm going to
This
ask
one
you
here.
to play.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
giving me permission.
Okay. Here we go.
It's not doing anything for me.
And morph me.
Yeah, more.
Oh yes. Unconscious consent.
Absolutely.
Wow. One of the things that I've discovered in reverse speech is the concept of unconscious consent. You can do therapy till you're blue in the face, but if the unconscious doesn't want to change, nothing is going to happen. That's why a lot of subliminal tapes don't work, because if there's an unconscious sabotage or block, the subliminal tapes, which only get down to the subconscious, not the unconscious, which we're working at.
That's right.
So,
and this is how so many of these inspirational speakers make their living. They change somebody for maybe a week, a fortnight, maybe if they're lucky 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then the unconscious drags them back into the sabotage.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have to go to another.
Yeah. Another top up. Whereas reverse speech deals with the deep unconscious.
It gets really down to it.
I'm not aware of any other modality that gets to the depth that reverse speech does.
No.
I don't believe one exists.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
All right.
She's really understanding here.
Okay, here we go. Oops, let me just close out some files here. Here we go.
So they wouldn't take anyone who was oversized.
Oops, I'm sorry. I messed up. Hang on, I'll do it. Oh, what have I done?
That's it's not doing anything for me.
No, that's the old one.
Right. Okay. Oh, dear.
Yes,
what have I done? Okay.
That's it, this one.
Yeah, let's try this again.
So they wouldn't take anyone who was over size 18.
And this reversal is?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes, the answer's here.
What's going on here?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Look, I've got a slight problem with my program here. Okay, so let's do it again. Yes, the answer's here. Okay, we want to start from back here. Right, now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the answer's there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so the answers are in her session work.
Yes.
She's in the right place to fix the problem.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Why every therapist in the world is not banging my door down to learn this technology is a complete mystery to me.
Exactly. Exactly. Isn't it wonderful?
It's a total mystery to me.
I just love the results we get, don't you?
Oh, I love it. Oh, look, we see whole lives changed around.
Yeah. Sure.
It's just an incredible technology. It's marvelous.
Interestingly enough, although this is only, I think she's had they first met a walk and we're on the soul trance, I think, at the moment. Since she started the second round, she's been dry.
Wow. Good on her.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Bless
And
her
good on
heart.
you, Ingrid, for taking the techniques that I've taught and applying them.
Well, they're brilliant techniques, my love.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So let's go on to another client.
Yeah.
Let's introduce you to James.
Okay. Yep.
Now, James has recently been bereaved. His mother died.
Oh, no.
Within the last year.
All right.
He is a successful fashion designer. He's had a very, very ropey childhood. And his mother either didn't know or maybe couldn't do anything about it. But nevertheless, he wasn't the parent and she was.
Right.
He loved her very much.
Right.
But she didn't protect him.
Oh, dear. Oh, right.
Maybe she couldn't protect him.
So which one do you want?
So that's the first one I want you to play.
I thought that was the one you'd want to go with first. Yes. Okay, so here we go.
Fighting that, I'm saying, Mum, that was wrong.
And Mum, yes, and I need help.
Mum, yes, I need help.
Oh, that's a clear one.
It is, isn't it?
Wow.
Mum, yes, some ugly stuff.
So it's his mum is the issue, and he needs help in getting through it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee whiz! What an amazing reversal! Wow.
Yes, it's a nice
okay.
one.
All right.
He's talking about the therapeutic process.
Which one?
Hear the ocean.
Okay. All right.
So I enjoy the healing process.
And the reversal is hear the ocean near us.
Hear the ocean near us.
Oh yeah.
Hear the ocean near us.
Yes.
Hear the ocean near us.
And of course, the ocean is a beautiful metaphor.
Yeah, yes, it is.
For the power of the life force, isn't it? As you sail your ship through life.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay.
So he's hearing the ocean near us. He knows that he's almost better at that stage because he can hear the ocean near us.
Right. Wow.
As we work.
Wow. Wow.
And he can't obviously, in reality terms, in conscious terms, the ocean is a couple of 100 miles away. So
right,
that's a physical impossibility.
No, so
it's very much
the
a
flow
metaphor.
and energy. I like that.
It's the flow,
I like
it's
that
the
one.
energy. I am the wolf, he says.
I want to play that one. I've heard other people say the same thing. This is a phrase I've heard before.
I need to move forward from that.
And I am the wolf.
I'm the wolf.
Oh, yes.
I'm the wolf.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
So he's got the motivation and the
it.
drive.
He's definitely got it in abundance.
Yeah. Wow, what a great reversal.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
That's that one. Yes, I'm the stately ship. Again, a reference to his sailing through life now.
Okay, so here we go.
I want to see the world beautiful, which includes seeing myself as beautiful.
And I'm the stately ship.
I'm the stately ship.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the stately ship.
I'll be bothered.
I'm the stately ship.
Stately ship? What do you mean by stately ship?
Stately ship.
Royal,
it's
regal.
Very royal. And
right.
Very mature and very...
Right. Well,
Very
he's got some good reversals, this guy.
He has, hasn't he?
Yes, he has indeed. Okay.
Now, you want to know about unconscious consent. How's about this one?
I know. I had my eye on that one. I was hoping you'd want me to play that one. Now, here's the forwards.
I would think, whilst I'm doing it...
And Ingrid must help.
Ingrid must help.
Oh! Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
Isn't that lovely?
That's wonderful. I'm going to play that again. Ingrid must help. Here's the forwards. Oops. Try again.
I would think, whilst I'm doing it...
And Ingrid must help.
Ingrid must help.
Ha ha!
Ingrid must help.
That's wonderful.
Ingrid must help.
Wow, you must have been thrilled to find that one.
Absolutely thrilled.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
There's another one where he says, "That's my Ingrid."
Oh, really? Where's
yes,
that one?
Yeah. If you go.
There it is.
Oh, yes.
Here we go. So, that's my Ingrid. Here's the forwards.
Redoing it and stamp duty, and the building's gone up.
And that's my Ingrid.
That's not Ingrid.
Ha ha!
That's not Ingrid.
Oh, let's play that again. Here's the forwards, because I laughed during the reversal. Other people wouldn't have been able to hear it.
Redoing it and stamp duty, and the building's gone up.
And Ingrid must help.
That's not.
Oh no, sorry, that's Ingrid. Okay, we'll do that again.
That's not Ingrid.
Huh.
That's not Ingrid.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely?
Yes, it is. It's marvelous. It's
Thrilled with it.
marvelous. Yeah.
Okay, so he knew his mother had been in a terrible position.
Okay.
With her choice of partners.
Okay, here we go.
There was a lot of depression. My mum was depressed.
My mum was shafted.
My mum was shafted.
Oh, yeah.
My mum was shafted.
Wow.
My mum was shafted.
Well, that's not good, is it?
So she didn't have the energy to help him.
Yeah, right. Right.
And protect
Oh,
him.
well, that's sad.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Again.
Okay, here we go.
Fighting them, saying, Mum, that was wrong.
And oh, so bad, Mum.
Oh, so bad, Mum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so bad, Mum.
Wow.
Oh, so bad, Mum.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right.
And, you know, this comes on the back of grief as well, which complicates matters, but
Right.
we'll get there.
Okay.
Try this one. This is a nice one.
Yeah.
I can do that, and I can go here, and I can travel the world.
And it's amazing.
Amazing.
Oh!
Amazing.
Great reversal.
Amazing.
Let's play that again. It's amazing.
Do that, and I can go here, and I can travel the world.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Wow!
Amazing.
This show's going up on YouTube, this show.
Right.
Yeah, this is a good one. The first hour was great, and the second hour is good too. Ingrid, we've only got about 3 minutes left. In the time we've got left, do you want to get out some contact information in case people want to work with you?
Okay.
Yes. Because you do work in person. You don't
I
work
do.
over the phone.
Yes.
And if
yes.
anyone's local in London, then they can go and see you in person.
They can.
Yes.
And they can come and see me at 10 Harley Street.
Ah, okay. Yes.
Which is in the West End.
Yes.
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 Perhaps. I haven't got all my contact details, but my website is all one word: Ingrid Josephine Collins.
Ingrid Josephine Collins .com, not
Yes.
.co.uk. Ingrid Josephine Collins .com. Right. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Get you some business.
Oh, great.
All right. We've got a couple minutes left. What are we looking at?
Okay. Yes. The shepherd with us.
Okay.
So he knows. He's a very spiritual man.
Yeah.
He knows.
So here we go.
On the other side of the bedroom.
The shepherd with us.
The shepherd with us.
Oh, yeah.
The shepherd, of course, being a metaphor for the deity.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, of course.
So
definitely.
he knows that he's not alone.
Yeah. Well. Wow. These are some great
beautiful.
reversals.
That's a lovely one.
Yeah.
That one's nice, but we were laughing about something here.
Okay.
And he,
Oops, what did I do then? I did something wrong.
Oh.
We'll see if it plays.
That's good to know.
And I'm as mixed up.
And it's mixed up.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. I was mixed up. Oh,
he's
dear.
an absolutely delightful man. He's very happy with the work that we've done on reverse speech. So happy that as a birthday present, he's given his sister a round. How about that for generosity?
Wow, that is generous.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, that's amazing.
And he's sending one or two of his staff, I think one certainly of his staff, for a healing session or two with me.
Excellent.
So,
All
I'm
right.
very happy.
Well, that's it. We're at the end of the show.
Well, thank you again very much, David. You know I always enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I love having you on the show, and you've had some great reversals, some great case studies. We'll upload this show to YouTube. Everyone, I will see you all next week, where we will cover the Patsy Ramsey John Bonet killing. We'll do that next week. So, as we say in Radioland, 73s. Bye-bye. Would you like to change your life? Maybe access your deepest potential? Do you have blocks that hold you back, or long-term issues you haven't been able to resolve? Then reverse speech session work is for you. With reverse speech session work, your voice is recorded and then analysed for speech reversals. These reversals will give a detailed look into the unconscious mind and pinpoint precise reasons for current behavioural problems. Then following another recording, a series of metaphoric journeys into the unconscious mind are mapped out and delivered to you. These journeys will change deep unconscious structures and hence current behaviour. Change your life today. Sign up for reverse speech session work. Go to www.reversespeech.com or call 503 568 7077.
Known worldwide as the most consistently fascinating, informative, and unique program on radio, the Jeff Rense program can be yours to listen to anytime, anywhere, whenever you want to hear it. For pennies a day, our subscribers can download any of Jeff's thousands of programs featuring a treasury of newsmakers, researchers, eyewitnesses, and incredible subjects, all in MP3 commercial-free, crystal-clear 56-bit digital sound, and take these often unforgettable programs with them wherever they go. As a subscriber, you can also listen live at airtime, online, anywhere in the world, or browse through our archives of over 6,000 hours of legendary broadcasts. Subscribe now by taking the link at the top of Rense.com and enrich your mind with the most unique panorama of vital information and the best independent, honest journalism in radio. Look for the Subscribe Now link on Rense.com and give yourself the knowledge you need for these unprecedented times. You're listening to the Rense Radio Network, nationwide and worldwide on the net and at Rense.com.